Welcome to the deep dive. We're tackling a really common challenge today, how to build genuine English fluency.
Yeah, especially if you don't have regular chances to talk to native speakers.
Exactly. Or maybe you live somewhere English isn't really spoken day to day. It can feel like a pretty big hurdle, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of learners think, understandably, that you need that constant interaction for fluency.
Right. And when it's missing, it feels like a major block.
A real impediment, yeah.
Okay, so our deep dive today, it's really laser focused on giving you practical, actionable tools, stuff you can use right away
Things you can do at home in your own space.
to actively boost your English speaking. We really want to show that even, short daily practice can make a surprising difference.
You really can. It's
Yeah.
all about harnessing that power of consistent, focused effort. Short bursts often work better in the long run.
Better than, say, one long cramming session once a month.
Definitely. Consistency trumps intensity sometimes.
Okay, let's jump right in. A basic question you might have is, well, why bother speaking English to myself at home? Isn't it better to talk to actual English speakers?
It's a totally logical question. And yes, real-world conversation is absolutely crucial for communication skills.
Right, yeah.
But speaking to yourself offers some unique cognitive benefits, especially when you're starting out or in those intermediate stages.
That's interesting. Unique benefits. Can you elaborate? It still feels a bit, I don't know, counterintuitive maybe.
Sure. So first off, it actively pushes you to start thinking in English.
Ah,
When you're saying your thoughts out loud in English, your brain starts, well, wiring itself differently, connecting ideas straight to English words and structures.
so it helps automate it. Less thinking about the language, more just using it.
Precisely. It helps you get past that internal translation step.
Hmm.
The one that takes time and feels clunky.
Right, I know exactly what you mean. Okay, what else?
Secondly, practicing at home really lowers the anxiety, the fear of making
Air
mistakes.
effective filter, yeah.
Exactly. In your own space, no judgment, you're much more likely to try out new words, new sentences. You don't have that fear of someone evaluating you.
That makes a huge difference. That psychological safety is key.
It really is.
Yeah.
It builds confidence, lowers your inhibition.
The pressure of speaking live can be so paralyzing sometimes.
Totally. And third, it's practice on demand.
Yeah.
You don't need to find someone, schedule something.
You just do it whenever you have a few minutes.
Integrate it into your day. So this regular home practice, it's like conditioning your brain.
Like exercise builds muscle.
That's a perfect analogy. You use those language pathways, they get stronger faster.
And there's that saying, ah,
Yeah, don't wait for conversation, create it. Something like that.
create it yourself. I like that. Okay, so we get the why. Now, the how. You mentioned speaking prompts. That's a core technique.
Yes, exactly. Speaking prompts.
What are they exactly, in simple terms?
They're just questions or topics.
Yeah.
Things designed to get you talking,
Like a conversation starter.
but with yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so not like a complicated grammar exercise. It's just about actually speaking.
That's the focus. Purely speaking.
Can you give a really simple example, like how it works?
Sure, you ask yourself maybe, what did you do today? Or what are your plans for this weekend?
Okay.
And then you just answer out loud for a few minutes. Talk about what you did, what you're going to do, even if it's mundane.
Ah, right. That simple question and answer with yourself, that's the core idea.
That's the essence of it.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it's like creating a little mini monologue. What are some other good examples, prompts people could use, like right now?
Oh, loads. You could try things like describe your commute.
Okay.
What's your favorite kind of weather and why? Talk about a book you read recently.
Things from daily life.
Yeah, or more imaginative stuff, like if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Huh. Okay. A bit more creative.
Or even just describe what you see outside your window right now, or describe the sounds you hear. Connects to your immediate environment.
Those are great examples. A real mix. Okay, we've got the prompts. How do we actually use them effectively? Like fit them into a routine? What's the best way?
Right, consistency is the absolute key here.
Okay.
I'd suggest picking just one prompt a day. Find a few minutes when you won't be interrupted.
Say the prompt out loud.
Yep, say it out loud, then just respond right away.
And how long should we aim for? Is there like an ideal time?
Aim for at least maybe 2 to 3 minutes of continuous speaking. Try not to stop too much.
2 to 3 minutes straight? Okay, that might feel long at first.
It might. But pushing yourself to speak continuously like that builds fluency, reduces hesitation, gets the words flowing.
That makes sense. Push past that initial, what do I say, feeling. Okay, what about mistakes? We're going to make them. Should we be stopping and correcting ourselves?
Good question.
Yeah.
During the actual speaking part, it's generally better not to constantly self-correct.
Really? Why not?
Because the main goal right then is fluency, getting comfortable expressing yourself. If you keep stopping to fix grammar or find the perfect word, you interrupt that flow.
Okay, that's actually really reassuring. That fear of mistakes is such a barrier.
It is, so just let it flow.
But what if you genuinely get stuck? Like you just don't know a word you need? Stop and look it up.
Instead of stopping, try to talk around it. Circumlocute.
Describe it using other words.
Exactly. Use the English you do know.
Hmm.
So if you forget microwave, you might say, the machine I use to heat food quickly.
Ah, okay. That's actually a skill in itself, isn't it?
It's a hugely valuable fluency skill. It forces you to be resourceful with the vocabulary you have. Keeps you talking.
That's a great tip. Keep the momentum. Okay, and you also mentioned recording ourselves. Why is that helpful? Sounds a bit scary.
It can feel a bit strange at first, but listening back gives you this unique chance for self-assessment.
Hmm. What kind of things would I notice?
You become much more aware of your pronunciation, your speaking pace,
Yeah.
maybe filler words like or like,
Mhm.
yeah, or maybe long hesitations you don't realize you're making. It highlights areas for improvement you might otherwise miss.
Okay, I can see how that would give valuable feedback, even if it's a little daunting to listen to yourself. Right, so we've got structured prompts. What about other ways? More maybe creative or fun ways to practice fluency at home?
Definitely. Beyond prompts, there are lots of enjoyable techniques. One is mirror talk.
Talking to yourself in the mirror.
Yep. Stand in front of a mirror, talk for maybe 2 minutes. Describe your day, your feelings, practice a conversation you need to have.
Does seeing yourself help?
It can. It adds a visual element, makes you more aware of, like facial expressions, body language, boosts confidence.
Interesting, almost like rehearsing. Okay, what else?
Another really effective one is narrate your actions.
Just talk about what you're doing.
As you do chores, just describe it in English. Okay, I'm folding the clothes now. I'm chopping the onions for dinner, putting the kettle on.
Seems so simple.
It is, but it constantly exposes you to everyday verbs and nouns in context. It really cements that connection between actions and English words.
I can see that. Makes those basic phrases really stick. What else?
Shadowing. This is brilliant for pronunciation and rhythm.
Yeah,
You listen to a short English audio clip, news, podcast, a movie scene, whatever,
Okay.
and you repeat it immediately after the speaker, trying to copy their exact rhythm, intonation, pronunciation.
Ah, like an echo.
Pretty much. It
Yeah.
trains your ear and your mouth muscles to produce the sounds and flow of English.
That sounds really good for getting that natural sound.
It is. Then there's role-playing.
Acting things out.
Yeah. Pick common scenarios, ordering coffee, asking for directions, checking into a hotel, act it out loud. You can even play both parts.
Huh. Okay. That would help with practical functional language.
Definitely builds confidence for real-world situations. And don't forget English journaling aloud.
So write in a journal, then read it out loud.
Exactly. If you keep an English journal, make reading today's entry aloud part of your routine. Connects writing and speaking.
Good idea.
And one more, using subtitles when you watch things in English.
How does that work for speaking?
Turn on the English subtitles. First, try reading the lines aloud along with the actors. Then, try repeating the line right after them, focusing on matching their emotion and intonation.
Oh, interesting. So you're not just reading, you're performing it a bit.
Right, it helps internalize sentence structure and delivery.
Wow, these are all super practical. Things people can really start doing straight away.
Okay, to make it even more concrete, maybe we could map out a sample weekly challenge using some prompts. Excellent idea. Gives people a clear starting point. How about this for a 7-day plan?
Let's hear it.
Okay. Day 1. Describe your morning routine.
Simple start.
Day 2. Talk about your favorite movie or TV show.
Okay.
Day 3. Explain how to cook a simple dish you like.
Instructions. Good one.
Day 4. Describe a place you really want to visit and why.
Future plans. Dreams. Nice.
Day 5. Share a funny memory from your childhood.
Storytelling.
Day 6. Imagine your life 10 years from now. What does it look like?
Ooh, more imaginative.
And Day 7. Talk about what you learned this week, maybe even from doing this challenge.
Reflection. That's a great mix. Descriptive, instructional, imaginative, reflective.
Right. And the daily instruction is simple. Set a timer, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Record your voice if you can.
And just speak naturally. Don't overthink.
Exactly. And here's a bonus tip. At the end of the week, Listen to your day 1 recording, then your day 7 recording.
Compare them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
compare them. You'll likely hear a difference. Maybe more confidence, smoother flow, fewer hesitations.
that's brilliant. Seeing, or rather hearing, that progress must be incredibly motivating.
It really is. Tangible proof that the practice is working.
Okay, so as we kind of wrap up this deep dive, what are the final key takeaways, words of encouragement, big advice for listeners starting this?
I think the absolute most important thing is don't wait for perfection. You don't need perfect grammar or a huge vocabulary to start speaking.
To start.
Just start. The first goal is just getting comfortable saying things out loud in English.
Yeah,
Focus on clear communication, not perfect accuracy, especially at first.
that's so crucial. Chasing perfection stops so many people before they even begin.
It really does. So speak out loud. Don't whisper.
Right?
Embrace the mistakes. They're not failures. They're feedback. Part of learning.
Opportunities for growth, yeah.
Exactly. And the biggest thing, be consistent. Keep practicing. Even a few minutes every day adds up incredibly quickly.
Hmm.
English expression will start to feel more automatic.
And remember, fluency isn't just about speed, right?
Not at all. It's about expressing yourself clearly, comfortably, coherently, at your natural pace.
Okay, so the call to action for everyone listening.
It's simple, but powerful. Starting tomorrow, pick one prompt or try narrating an action. Set a timer for just a few minutes.
And speak English. At home.
Take that first step. You've got this.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us for this deep dive into building English fluency right from your own home.
We really hope these tools and techniques feel empowering.
Yeah, help you take charge of your learning no matter where you are or who you have to talk to.
And remember, these methods are great on their own, but they also really complement any other English practice you're doing.
Absolutely. And just keep in mind, those small, consistent efforts, they compound. They really do lead to remarkable progress over time.
We're genuinely excited for you to feel that amazing sense of expressing yourself more fluently.
And to see what doors that fluency opens up for you.